Thinking about what astrology will be like in the future. That's the gist of this. Okay, so last night I had a dream that I was a teacher of astrology in a Jetsons like future. Yeah, when I tell you that astrology is my special interest, I mean that I literally eat, sleep, breathe astrology 24/7, even in my dreams. So yeah, I was teaching the angles. And so we had an in classroom lesson part and then we had a field trip part. So the angular houses are the AC, DC, IC, MC, the ascending, the descendant. So the ascendant on the first house, the descendant on the seventh house, the midheaven on the 10th-ish house, depending on your chart. And the IC, the Imam Coile on the fourth or fifth house, depending on your chart. Anyway, and what houses to be used. Anyway, so I was teaching those angles. 1, 4, 7, 10. And I was talking about, I mean, all kinds of things. I'm not going to get into the specific details, but I was like, okay, so if the midheaven is the brightest point of the chart, it's probably what you can see and what people can see of you, probably seconded by the rising sign, your identity, and self-expression. And so I was teaching those sort of things and then thinking about oh, then the IC might be things that people keep hidden, or the seventh house, the descendant, could be how you are relating to others and who you choose to be in relationship with, right? And so I taught that part of the classroom lesson. And then on the field trip part, we were going out and about to see how this could be observed by observing folks in the world, except it was the Jetsons and it was the future. And so it was like aliens in their various worlds. And we were like planet hopping, asteroid hopping, and just observing people. You know, what do you see? Who do you see them being in relationship with? What does it look like they're hiding? Let's speculate about what their angular houses could be based on this, right? So it was a really sweet, cool dream. But then when I woke up, I thought about, in the future, astrology is going to look completely different. For example, have you ever thought about the fact that people will have a sun sign, a moon sign, a Mars sign, a Venus sign, but nobody has an earth sign? It's because astrology as we know it is a picture of the sky from the perspective of Earth. It's like a person taking a picture at a family gathering, you know, and say the same person takes the family gathering picture every year. If you looked at those pictures, you'd be like, oh, John never comes to the family gathering. No, John is there, but it's from the perspective of John. So same with astrology. It's from the perspective of Earth. That's why Earth is not in your chart. But if we, in the future, in the distant Jetsons future, if we don't live on Earth, that means that there will be different perspectives and there may be an earth sign. that would be so weird to say. What's your earth sign? Oh my gosh, would it be as important? Like, would the big three change? Like, would it be like, oh, what's your sun sign? What's your earth sign? These are the things that I need to know about you. And because the moon is a satellite of Earth, there probably would not be a moon sign. The moon sign would be about, or it would have to be the moon of wherever you are then. Excuse me. And so, yeah, the moon sign would be the moon of any planet that you are on. But if you're on an asteroid, it doesn't have its own moon, so you might not have a moon sign. This is all really interesting stuff. Oh my God. And then what if even in the further distant future, we don't even live in this particular galaxy? How will our astrology charts change then? I'd like to see that. Would I like to see that? No, but I just want to theorize and think about it. It's interesting to me. All right, that's it. That's my rant. That's my sharing in this moment. Just wanted to talk about that for a minute. All right, bye.